What is up, everybody? This is Lyle with No Hippie Trucking and Transportation. Man, I'm gonna tell you, I was joking around about this jacket, getting price shamed into it at that TA in Ontario, but this right here, this Caterpillar jacket could possibly be the best jacket I've ever bought in my life. Lightweight, warmer than jackets that are like 2-3 times as thick. You can cinch it up like from the inside near the waist. You can cinch the arms down, pockets on the inside, pockets on the outside. Man, this is a great jacket, but that's not what I wanted to talk about. So I've never put my referral code in my videos. I think I may have mentioned it one time sort of as a joke, but I've never really promoted my driver code because I always wanted there to be a reason for it. So there's a long story I can kind of get into about somebody that I've met, but we're going to skip that story just to keep this a little bit brief. But I wanted to have a reason for me putting out my referral code. So, you know, a lot of us people that work at Prime look at Prime as a family, and just like most families, there are people that are doing better than others. So what I was gonna want to do, or what I'm planning on doing, I've kind of thrown it out there to a few people and kind of got their thoughts on it. I might run it by, you know, maybe Andrea Mueller once I get it kind of nailed down as to what I want to do. But what I'm kind of thinking about doing is like an adopt a driver program, you know, or adopt a student. Let's call it adopt a student program. You know, try to find somebody that might be coming into Prime a little down on their luck. Maybe they, you know, don't have a lot of resources as of yet, and then, you know, set them up with a little bit of money. Maybe give them, you know, some of the stuff that they might need going into PSD training. Maybe when they're done with their TNT training, you know, get them like a navigation or CB, something like that. And during this whole process, I would be keeping out of the way of the training, really not talking to them or anything like that, just so there's no conflict or anything like that. But I'm just really looking for a way to kind of pay it forward. You know, outside of that, you know, some other thoughts I have would just be to find somebody that works in-house, and I'd kind of be leaning towards the people that are on the janitorial staff. But as some of you guys that are super religious would say, you know, reach out and really bless one of those people just kind of randomly. So I haven't really figured out how I'm going to do it, but it would be random. It wouldn't be like if you use me as a referral code, you would be the person that you know, would I would pick for this. It would just be random. Wouldn't be anybody that necessarily needs to be a subscriber or anybody that even knows who I am. It would just be you know, a random act of kindness, I guess you could say. So the only problem I'd have with this is identifying, you know, who it might be. And I guess to get into this story a little bit that I was talking about earlier, sometimes it's easier to figure out where people are at, you know, having conversations with them. And there was a period of time when I was having to upgrade in Salt Lake City, and the reason I was upgrading was there was a program back when I was going through training where if you stayed on your trainer's truck, you got an additional $1,000. And then when they started phasing that out, to stay on my trainer's truck, I actually had to upgrade to a company. And I did that about a month before I upgraded to lease. But during that time, I was roommates with a younger guy. And, you know, before we really got into conversation, I was feeling a little bit hungry. So I was about to, you know, take him out and get him something to eat and just pay for it. But before I did that, we got in this conversation, and he was talking about a lot of the financial hardships he was having at home, and just in life in general, and what trucking was going to mean to him and all this kind of stuff. And the funny thing about it was, when we first met, you know, he walked into the room and he had like a bag of groceries, and it was like the stuff that you could buy at the store that was the cheapest for, you know, that amount of money. I mean, it was like a big bag of potatoes. It was like, you know, just whatever. I mean, it was like he was really stretching that money out. So after our conversation, you know, I just pretty much told him, I was like, you know what, I was going to take you out to dinner, but, you know, why don't you just take this? It seems like this would be something that would help you. And, you know, he was like, he almost acted like I was giving him $1,000 or, you know, something like super significant. And it really kind of, you know, really kind of touched me. So ever since then, I've been trying to find ways to kind of, you know, pay it forward within Prime. You know, every now and then when I'm taking a shower, I'll, you know, leave some money. Or, you know, I was just up at the terminal and gave away sweatshirts, t-shirts, hats, you know, about $300 worth of stuff up there. But I'm trying to, you know, pass it forward. And I figured, you know, if I throw my referral code out there, rather than just taking, you know, one person and doing it or something like that, you know, maybe it could be something that can be ongoing, something like that. So that's kind of what my thoughts are. I really haven't fine-tuned it yet, but if you see me promoting my referral code, that is going to be the reason why I'm doing it. So my referral code is in the description below. For those of you guys that have good memories, it is WHILYV. But yeah, that's kind of what my thoughts are. I've been sitting in Georgia, you know, I was feeling a little under the weather. On top of that, well, I was just feeling a little under the weather. And then, you know, so I sat, you know, a couple days, and then my fleet manager was like, you know what, why don't you just take off till tomorrow? So I was like, okay, take off till today. And I get a load about 100 miles for like $600. That's a good rip right there. So I pick up that load at 2000 or 8 p.m. for those of you that aren't into military time, and dropping it off at 0800 tomorrow or the next morning. Well, I guess it'd be tomorrow morning. So looks like they have overnight parking, so the beauty of that, pick up the load, get it all the way there, shut down, deliver that load with a full clock, and be ready to rip and run. So anyway, I appreciate you guys stopping by No Hippie Trucking and Transportation. I do appreciate it. Comment, subscribe, and I'm out.